Notification is locked. Hey, I'm back, and I wanted to talk about a topic that I thought was very, very important. Because I know my last, well, not the last one, but my first live of the week, I was talking about how we were gods. Now I want to explain why it's important for black men and black women, and why I consider as black man and black woman, and why it's important for us to procreate together, and why all the things they're doing to get us to not procreate together is not, it's all by design. And how, and hopefully you have a better understanding of what you're reading when you read the book, when you read the Bible, the Biblios, which is nothing more but astrology more than it is physical beings in the book. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. This is the definition of extraterrestrial. I'm gonna get a little Twilight Zone on you tonight, but that's all our high science put into a movie. That's why I love Twilight Zone so much, and I've always loved horror flicks all my life. But I would really highly suggest you catch Twilight Zone. If you're a Twilight Zone freak, it's great to be. Okay. An extraterrestrial of or from outside the Earth or its atmosphere. But I have to say, with this definition, are we really outside the Earth and its atmosphere? Or is what we see when we look up there just a mirror image of ourselves? That's a question. That's the question. And then they have down here a hypothetical or fictional being, fictional, illusional, or what else do they say? I'm trying to think of all the words they say. Or fairy tale. Fairy tale. It's all reality. Being from outer space, especially an intelligent one. It is very important for one to choose, as a black person, for us to choose to procreate with each other, because In doing so, we're passing on we're passing on the the soul, the extraterrestrial within us. And we have so much, not just ourselves within ourselves, we also have our ancestors within us, because we are what they call planets, planes, stars, suns, per suns. We're per suns. So we are the whole galaxy of that. That's why I call us black. That's why I say the word black, which just means, by the ancients' meaning, it meant white, people of light, like the star. A star is an angel, a planet, nothing more than that. So that's, and we can see that it is shown to us through our skin complexions, because having the complexion is a telltale sign. Not just the complexion, but the way our hair is, that we have that black matter within us. When we came down in human form, which is called the anointing oil, the Christos, the anointing oil is melanin. And when you cross the lines, that's when I see souls get lost. When you go outside, because you've been fed, our people have been fed this illusion within our matrix that nowadays that we should be procreating with others. And if you got to see it this way, the other was not created for us, because they have a mate that they have a shared energy with. They have a mate that they share an energy with, and they lack a soul. They lack what we have. And it's totally different worlds of people. And to cross over is to die. For us to cross over to them is to die, because they're already dead. They're dead people. That's why they were called the Caucasians. The soulless ones is what I call them. And when you don't understand who you are and what you possess, you're always looking and believing the things within the illusion, and you're bypassing totally yourself up and not taking, first of all, you're not being given a fair choice. You're not being given your fair chance to choose or make a decision, because you've been told how to do and what to do in a place that is not that's knocked you out of your elements. And being extraterrestrial, one may say or ask, how are we extraterrestrial when we do the same things that the other humans on planet do? But that's by design. That's all by design. That's all by design. Because you were made from what they call God, which is the above world. The Not the above world, but the below world, I mean. The underworld, from the underworld, because we're upside down. Up is really down, down is really up. So the underworld, and they are created from this planet. All the animals and stuff around us from the outside. So they only, this is the reason why they won't exist past a certain point, because of the lack of the soul, the lack of that connection to the anointed. And that's by nature, that's by design. Us, on the other hand, we change. That's what extraterrestrials do. They change forms. And they go to higher heights. Right now we're in a low dimension, but we have to expire to go to a height where we don't have to do the whole thing over again, be stuck in a circle. And the way we do that is keep our energy high. And you can't keep your energy high as an extraterrestrial when you're coexisting with a lower being, lower life form. That's why we're dying when we're being squeezed to live amongst a melting pot. Because the melting pot is sucking the life out of us as a people, as a each person. And it's not allowing us to rise in our own, with our own they put constraints, and they surround us by people brainwashed to believe in the concepts that they build for them to selfishly try to survive over us. And it's so unreal, but it's the Twilight Zone thing. Definitely the Twilight Zone thing, I would say. But it's not about skin color. It's about the ability that we possess. That's why we have mortal enemies. That's why we're under wraps. That's why we have to be contained. And with that said, family, love, peace, and soul. Until next time.